You are listening to the Atlanta Real Estate Forum radio show, all about real estate edition, shining a light on the movers and shakers in the real estate industry, the home builders, developers, realtors, and suppliers making it all happen.
Good morning and welcome back to Atlanta Real Estate Forum Radio's All About Real Estate Edition. I'm your host, Carol Morgan, and I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsor, Denim Marketing, a company I know a little bit about. At Denim Marketing, we work to make sure your marketing is a comfortable fit. Give us a call if you're looking for a new marketing partner. We'd love to talk. Well, moving has never been easier than how it is today. It's always difficult to move, but we've got a guest in studio who's going to give us some tips on how you make that move a little bit easier. So special shout out and thank you and welcome to Russell Ausseresses. Hopefully I said
there it
that
is.
right.
There it is.
He is Chief Strategy Officer and co-founder of Utility Connect. So welcome to the show, Russell.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, Carol. Let's talk about our service and how it can benefit everything. So I guess I kind of want to shoot away questions and we'll go from there.
We'll go from there. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
Yeah. So honestly, before I got into this space, I was in school forever and, kind of had a technical background and then went into graphic design and, honestly didn't even think I was ever going to be an entrepreneur and start a business. And then in 2012, this just kind of happened. Me and a business partner started this company that we found out there was a need for it and really dove into this space and have been doing it for the last 10 years. We've grown exponentially over the last 10 years. We at one point even expanded into 3 other countries.
Wow.
And it's been a journey for sure, but we think we've pretty much nailed this process and we've seen nothing but great responses and growth. So it's really exciting to kind of go through everything. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, for our listeners who are not familiar with Utility Connect, give us that 30,000 foot view.
Yeah. So our goal when we started Utility Connect was really to try to alleviate the stress of moving by bringing the consumer and available service providers together in one place to, simplify that process when they're moving in. So they're not having to sit there on the phone and call every single company and hope that they chose the correct company for their home, hope that, they chose the best plan or this and that. So typically that process can take a client anywhere from 4 to 6 hours, sometimes even longer. And then at the end, they still don't know if they made the best, got the best deals on everything. Because especially when you're moving to a new area, it can be extremely daunting sometimes for these clients. So what we do is we turn this process into about 15 to 20 minutes. We present every option that's available from going through the city utilities, from like the water, gas, to trash, to cable, internet, and phone services, to home security, to getting insurance quotes for their home, to even forwarding their mail with the USPS if we need any help getting movers. I mean, literally everything. And how it works is we'll go through a checklist of items with them and present each option that's available in each of those categories and really let them drive what service we go ahead and set up. And it's amazing. By the end of the call, it's short and sweet. They have everything ready to go. If there's something that we can't set up as a third party and actually help them, actually go in and set up for them, we'll at least send them the information of what they need to do to take care of that. And it makes a world of difference. And the best part about it is it's completely free.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And our model is a B2B2C model. So what that means is we're business to business, then to consumer.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually work with, people in the real estate space, from like your mortgage companies, title, property management, builders, pretty much anyone that deals with someone during that real estate transaction. And then we private label our service to become an extension of their brand. So it doesn't feel like they're passing their clients off to a third party. And then we assist their clients. And the service is completely free for both our partner. It's free for the consumer. They get the best deals on all the services. And then we actually get paid by the providers. And then we even pass a certain percentage of that back to the partner. Right. So not only are they getting a great white glove service to offer their clients, but now they're also opening up an additional stream of revenue, and then also have a creative way to keep up with that customer also post-transaction, because we keep up with that customer, year over year, because our goal is really to keep that customer forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So not only are we continuously generating revenue for you, but also we're keeping that brand fresh in front of them. So,
I think about everything that goes into moving, and golly, I mean, a 30-minute or 45-minute phone call versus having to call and set all that up. Talk about time savings. People have got to love that.
oh yeah, no, it's a game changer for sure. And it's so nice that they just speak with one person
Yeah.
to go through all this stuff, because it's, sometimes, unfortunately, when you call some of these companies, they use offshore call centers, which is kind of hard. There's sometimes a language barrier, and
Mhm.
it just can be extremely tricky. So this is nice to go through. And then what's great too is we also have a bilingual call center. So
Oh,
if we have any Spanish speaking clients, we can also assist them too, because we get a lot of people obviously that transferred into the United States from, anywhere, pretty much all over, but like a lot of it, especially like in Florida and Texas, we get a lot of Hispanic speakers that come through, and it
right.
is a absolute nightmare for them to set up home services, and because they can't speak English a lot of time, and they get transferred around. So it's an extreme blessing for them as well.
Well, and especially if English isn't your first language and then you get transferred to somewhere in another country where they have even a different accent than what you're used to listening to where you are,
Exactly.
it's got to be really just a difficult experience. Definitely some friction there. So
Mhm.
it's nice that you have English and Spanish for people to choose
Yep.
from. Well,
Exactly.
talk about some of the different groups that Utility Connect benefits. I think you mentioned mortgage companies and
Yep.
realtors, but talk, a little bit more, take a deeper dive into that.
Absolutely. So what's really cool is, obviously we're not just for real estate companies. Builders can use us because they're dealing with the clients moving in. Mortgage companies can use us. Property management can help. We don't have to help people that are just buying a home. We can help people
Mhm.
that are also renting. We can help people in apartments. We can help pretty much,
Mm,
we can help people that aren't even moving if they need to just see if they can save money on a home service. So pretty much anybody can utilize this service. But yeah, we specialize in really partnering and private labeling with the real estate companies, the mortgage companies, the builders, property management. We even partner up with a lot of prop tech companies
mhm.
and CRMs to be able to, for them to offer it to different real estate companies as well. And it's yeah, it's very easy to get set up, and it's a very quick process. And when you set up with us, you get your own agent branded microsite,
Mhm.
or company branded microsite that'll have all your branding, which is a website where you can submit clients, and then we can do even deeper integrations through APIs and automated reporting and all kinds of stuff, depending on how you want to, you know, push
Right.
that client data to our system. So yeah, it's very versatile, and we can pretty much work with any type of company and any type of scenario, really.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about our listeners who, might be wondering, do I have the best price on my gas service or my electrical or my whatever it is? And then they're thinking, oh, they're going to do this for free. Well, that seems to be too good to be true. So how do you get paid? I guess they're wondering. And is there going to be
Yeah.
some sort of upcharge? If I use you to set up my gas service, do I get charged more because somehow they're having to pay you?
And naturally you would think that. And honestly, I would say one of our one of our hardest hurdles to get over is that we're free.
Right.
People just can't believe it. They're like, there's just no way. You've got to be making. So you got to understand that where there's choice, that's where we make money. So if there's not a choice in a service, like let's say it's regulated and it's required they have that service, or it's just, something that's like your city utility or whatever. But if there's anywhere where there's choice, like your cable and internet, deregulated energy, home security, insurance, any of that stuff, we get paid by the providers. And the reason they're willing to pay us is because there's competitors.
Hmm.
So they're pretty much looking at us like a marketing company. And when you look at the cable and internet companies, we're actually a dealer for, I think, 28 or 29 cable and internet companies nationwide, which pretty much covers 99% of all areas. There
Yeah.
are a few rural small towns that actually have their own cable provider. Like it's like actually named after the town, which, we can help them set that stuff up, but we probably wouldn't get paid. But all those other companies, I mean, they're willing to throw money out there to, get their clients set up. And then on top of that, we do so much volume
Hmm.
that in some of the areas we even get custom pricing that's better than the prices that would be online. So
Right. So not only is it free, but they can get better prices than what they can get
exactly, yeah.
online. That's awesome.
Yep.
So, So for mortgage companies or brokers who want to get involved, how do they get involved? Who do they call? What are their next steps if they want to offer this service to their clients?
Absolutely. It's really easy to, our hours of operation, first of all, are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. Central to 7 p.m. Central. And we are closed on the weekend. But you can either call directly in to our
Mhm.
office, which you can call our 877-587-9566, or you can just visit our website at www.utilityconnect.net, or you can just Google us and search us and come check us out that way. But there's a really easy call to action to go on there to schedule a demo.
Mm.
And what will happen from there when you schedule a demo is one of our account managers will reach out to you and kind of walk you through everything and setting up your organization and go through that process. And it's important, if you saw it today on this show, make sure that you let them know that you are watching the Atlanta Real Estate Forum podcast or listening to it. And we'll make sure that you get an extra percentage depending on how much we pay your company. So every company is a little bit different depending on the size and volume, the amount of revenue that we pass to you. But we'll make sure that you get a good deal because you obviously heard about us here because this is one of our partners. So make sure you bring it up on that call if you call in or if you speak to one of our account managers. But yeah, it's extremely easy. Just visit visit our website or call us and we'll go from there.
Well, I know that you guys have had a busy, busy year out and about, gaining some new partners and done a lot of trade shows. What are you looking forward to next year? What else is on the horizon? More shows? Where can people find you? And
Yeah. So we have, a lot more shows that will be pretty much, I think we're going to be at the International Builder Show. It looks like we might be doing that along with a
good.
bunch of other shows, but
Hmm.
some stuff that we're really excited about is we have a lot of new technology coming out that we've been building.
Ooh,
So when you work with us, not only are you getting your microsite and getting all that stuff, but you get a really cool back end dashboard, and that's for transparency purposes. So you can see everything that's going on with your clients, where they are with setting up services, what services they've set up, any commissions that have derived from that, and all that. And that's always been great, but we've revamped our dashboard and we're about to launch our new one here in the beginning of Q1. And this new dashboard has so many amazing features from, ways where you can, there's gonna be like a training section there with a bunch of great training videos. There's gonna be a marketing center with all kinds of branded marketing material for your organization to be able to offer our services. There's resource centers for the different partnerships that we have from real estate to mortgage to title with great resources that are out there that you might not even know that existed. And there's just tons and tons of great stuff. On top of that, we're launching our program called Vendor Hub. And this is going to be where you will actually be able to load in your own vendors, your organization. You'll be able to load them in outside of what we do. So like if you have like roofers or lawn care, maid service, or pretty much any of those services, you'll be able to load them in there. You'll be able to set it up in there if you have any kind of relationship built with them where maybe they're giving you money per lead or this and that. You can literally set all that up. You'll be able to invoice them and pull money directly through our system completely free, which is
wow.
awesome. Track all that stuff. And then what's great is this is another way to, keep making money after that client moves in their home. So now you're going to have all these great vendors that you've built these relationships with, and we'll constantly, drip those in front of those clients year over year to make sure that those things are always available to them and you're keeping that stuff in front of them.
Yeah, well, think about that. And a lot of times I think that, you know, realtors and home buyers, you've kind of got that one and done mentality. I'm going to buy this
Yeah.
home, and then, that relationship's kind of, it's done.
Hmm.
I think there's a lot of realtors out there that do a good job of staying in front of people after the sale with postcards and things. But you think about it, this is another way that you're staying in front of them because they're going through your dashboard to get to their utilities. So,
Absolutely. Or say there's like a storm and you had put, we put roofers in there or window companies. Well, now we know that it went through
oh,
that certain area. Well, boom, we can put those, hey, your realtors, we saw there's a really bad storm that went through last night. Your realtor has a couple of really good roofing companies there in the area if you need to have a quote for someone to come out. So now it's going to keep that stuff in front of them, keeping them engaged. But also, like, let's say you signed up for internet and your internet's about to expire. Well, now you can go in and, like, say it's a week out from expiring, you're going to get a message from us that says, hey, it looks like your AT&T internet's about to expire here in the next week. Just let you know that we're still here. to assist you with seeing if there's any new promotions or specials or anything else coming
Right.
out. So we're always keeping your stuff up to date. And especially like in deregulated energy markets, energy companies, where they make their money is whenever your thing expires, it shoots your rates
It
to the roof. You don't know it.
absolutely,
And they'll get
yes.
you there for a couple months where your electric bill sometimes doubles. And what's cool is we're able to, catch that before it happens to make sure that we're always keeping you, with a new company and making sure you're getting the best deals.
Yeah, I have heard about that happening a lot. And, and the same thing's true a lot of times for your internet or your TV or your whatever, you're going along and you're at the rate that you signed up for however many years ago. Well, maybe they haven't escalated the rate, but if you haven't gone and shopped it, then you might be paying double what somebody who signs up today
Mhm.
is paying just because the rates have changed.
Absolutely.
So,
Energy rates have gone through the roof this year
right.
everywhere. It's insane. I feel bad because I just see how bad the rates are and stuff, but we do everything we can to make sure you get the best deals. And we just launched our solar division as well.
Hmm.
So we'll be assisting people also if they're looking for getting solar quotes on their home as well.
Oh, that's phenomenal because that's
Yeah,
definitely something that's confusing and having somebody that's got experience in it, multiple times over will certainly make that an easier transaction for the homeowner.
absolutely. And one other question I know that comes up a lot from a lot of agents and a lot of people that are signing up with us is they're like, well, what if our client signs up with you, all their services, and then it comes down to the close and something happens with the close, it gets pushed out a couple weeks. What does our client do?
Oh,
The
yeah.
thing that's great about it is once they use us, they get a detailed synopsis that breaks down everything they've set up through email.
Hmm.
So it has all the names of the companies, the phone numbers, installation dates, all this. Well, they can either go through that or they can call back their dedicated concierge that they've been working with, and they can let them know, and they'll assist them with getting all those rescheduled for them.
Oh, I vote we call the dedicated concierge for that. Why on earth
Yeah,
would I pick
exactly.
up the phone and call 4 or 5 people when I have instant
Yep,
magic and I can make one phone call? So
exactly.
what a
So
great service.
yeah,
Great
I appreciate
service.
it.
Yeah. Well, anything else you want to add?
Trying to
We,
think.
we
Yeah,
talking
another
about?
thing too is, when it comes to us partnering with businesses, the real estate companies, the builders, we have built our structure as a tiered hierarchy, which is nice.
Mhm.
So, like, if you're a large organization and you want more granular data and you have certain areas, what's cool is we can set up a corporate account for you. And then we can set up multiple campaigns, like if you have different states where you have your operations. And what's cool is on each of those, we get each of them also get their own unique phone number when we set up a
Mm,
campaign so that it's tracked if anyone just calls directly in. And we make sure that we get that local to whatever that area code is as well, which we notice helps a lot when it comes to reaching out to the client and getting
yeah.
all that stuff. And then also too, so we can like literally set it up to where you have your corporate, you have your regional areas, and then all the way down to the agent levels. Each agent wanted their own setup with us to where you can literally track it all that way, which is really cool. And then another thing uh, that I think is really important too is they each get their own dashboard too. So if you wanted to pass any of that commission down through those tiers, you can actually pass that down through those as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
And of course, Atlanta Real Estate Forum has a partnership with Utility Connect. So for anyone who's listening that wants to set up utility services, you can go to atlantarealestateforum.com and find a banner ad and click on it, and it will take you to setting up your utilities. So
yep.
we've made it pretty easy there too. Um, well, unless you have anything else you want to chime in about, I think we've covered everything.
Yeah, I think we're good to go. I guess I got one more thing on the financial piece as far as passing revenue to partners. A lot of people ask because of RESPA compliance, are we allowed to actually
Oh,
pay them
I
directly?
meant to ask that. Yes.
Yeah, and I just bring this up just because obviously you want to be compliant. So what's really cool about Utility Connect is we fall outside of RESPA compliance because we're not a required service or settlement service to get in the home like your mortgage and your title and all that. We're just a concierge service, so they don't have to use us. But the
Right.
beauty behind that is we do fall outside of RESPA, so we are allowed to actually pay you directly.
Yes, that whole
Yeah,
compliance thing. So
yeah.
yeah, that's nice too. Well, for anyone listening who wants to sign up, you can go to utilityconnect.net/AREF for Atlanta Real Estate Forum. So utilityconnect.net AREF if you're looking to set up services. And then Russell, can you share how our listeners can get more information if they're a mortgage broker or if they're a agent and they're looking to become a partner with Utility Connect? Where can they go?
Absolutely. Yeah. You can go to utilityconnect.net and it has all the information on there. You'll be able to go click in who we work with on that page. And you can find the section for mortgage. You can find the section for real estate, for builders and HOAs and stuff like that. And then it'll literally, there's tons of knowledge and information there. And then from there, you can schedule a demo and we can go through everything. And yeah, it's as easy as that. Or you can call directly in and, get transferred over to our business development side. And you can just call directly in at 877-587-9566.
Excellent. Make sure you mention Atlanta Real Estate Forum. And
Yep.
Anyone who wants more information can also give me a shout. Just contact me, Carol, at denimmarketing.com, and I can help you put you in touch with the folks at Utility Connect.
Awesome.
Well, with that, I'm going to say it's a wrap for this week's Atlanta Real Estate Forum Radio's All About Real Estate edition. I want to thank Russell Ausseresses for joining me in studio today. Hopefully I've pronounced his name right again, or close. And
Perfect, Carol.
Perfect. Okay. On behalf of today's sponsor, Denim Marketing, I'm your host, Carol Morgan. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's show, there's lots of other opportunities to interact and engage with Atlanta Real Estate Forum. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and all the different social sites. You can also sign up for our newsletter at atlantarealestateforum.com. There's a newsletter subscribe button about halfway down the page, so please sign up so you don't ever miss a show or an edition. And if you're interested in being on the show, contact me, Carol at denimmarketing.com, and tell me what you'd like to talk to me about. With that, thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing you right here again next week.
Atlanta Real Estate Forum Radio is made possible by Denim Marketing, the publisher of Atlanta Real Estate Forum, Atlanta's favorite source for real estate and home building news. Denim Marketing is a comfortable fit, like your favorite pair of jeans. Denim Marketing tailors marketing strategies to meet your specific needs and niche. Try them on for size. They will work to create a perfect fit for your company's marketing program. Call them at 770-383-3360 or send an email to info@denimmarketing.com. For more information on Atlanta Real Estate Forum Radio or to inquire about being a guest, contact info@atlantarealestateforum.com. Check out the radio show by visiting atlantarealestateforum.com or by listening to the show on your favorite podcast app. And if you enjoyed today's broadcast, we'd sure appreciate a rating and review on iTunes. Thank you again for listening, and we'll see you next time on Atlanta Real Estate Forum Radio.